The environmental pollution is my motivation of my work. Environmental pollution is having a deadly effect on human and ecosystem. Water pollution is mostly due to the pesticides, oil, sewage, dyes, and heavy metal components. Catalytic application I have to use for removing pollutant component, organic dye components by the degradation process. I can remove this organic dye components. Photocatalysis is the reaction assisted by the photons in the presence of catalyst. In photocatalysis is light exits the electron from the valence to conduction band. Electrons and holes are recombinations. On the time, simultaneously oxidation and reduction process are happening. On the time, our selected the organic dye component was dispersed in this oxidations or reduction process. This is my experimental pot. You have to take the 0.5 gram of nickel nitrate and 5 gram of melamine added together, mixed together, placed on the magnetic stirrer instrument, because for the purpose of the agitation process. This is 10-minute process. After that, this mixed component was kept inside the autoclave. This autoclave is placed inside the muffle furnace, maintaining the 100 degrees Celsius of temperature 24 hours. After 24 hours, you have to keep out the autoclave. It's get it cool. Then I can get my composite component. This is the morphological structure of that component. That is GCN3MnO2 nickel oxide nanocomposites. The X-ray diffraction analysis, this X-ray diffraction method analysis was this manganese dioxide components pure peaks. This one is that is 28.3 is the manganese dioxide and 39.2 is the another one prominent peak, and also the red color is the GC3 and 4 prominent peak is I can get the prominent peak is that is 23.2. This is the this blue color peaks are composite component peaks. That is X-ray analysis peaks, X-ray diffraction analysis. After that, the FTIR analysis, we have to find out the functional group of the compound. The functional group of the component here, the manganese oxide here, oxidized compound was major product of this in this process. Here, the 3500 wavelength range is it was mentioned here. The scanning electron microscopic this GC3 and 4 pure component structure was layered plate structures. Then the manganese dioxide component was look like the clumsy component, clumsy surface morphological structure. This composite component morphological structure was combined together with layer plate structure and the clumsy manganese dioxide components. Then nickel oxide components are mixed together with the in the particular ratio of the 0.1:5 ratio. The ultraviolet radiations is mentioned the band gap energy of that particular component. The MnO2 nickel oxide graphite carbon nitrate is the 2.67 electrovolt. That bond length values, that is we have to reduce the band length, then only we can get the easy dispersions, easily disperse the dye component. The blue GC3N4 is the blue red color band gap value, that 0.61 electrovolt. Here, the crystal violet dye degradation by manganese oxide and manganese dioxide and nickel oxide GC3 and 4. Here, the absorption and wavelength energy was shown here in this chart, in this graph of A. This black one is the pure violet dye component. After that, we have to add the our my component nano composite component. With this dye component, the absorption range is reduced. The absorption range was reduced. After finally I can get the product absorption range is 79 percentage. After that, here the different ratio of time duration was taken this process, that is 10 is differentiation. Here the kinetic the graph C is shown the kinetic energy. This is a first order kinetic energy. It should be shown. This R square value is 0.99 0.99 it shows. Then after we use our nano composite component, we can reuse this manganese dioxide and then nickel oxide. This GC3N4 is reusable component. The different time duration we have to use this same dye component under the same material. How much of dye degradation process was happening here? Here we are observed on the time duration, that is 60 minutes on. After that 140 minutes, then after 180 minutes. This is scavenger studies of manganese dioxide, nickel oxide GC3N4. Here the BQ was the prominent dominating of the oxide super trapping the dye components, and then that's why it's getting the this one is the maximum effect given that dye degradation process. The another one components are placed here. The functional group was placed here. This work was absorption capacity was that much of not equal to this oxide super component. Proposed mechanism for dye degradation, when we have to pause it through the photocatalytic degradations to our component of GC3N4 and MnO2 nickel oxide component. This component here, the oxidation and reduction process was happening. The electrons and holes are moved to valence band to conduction band. After this recombines on that time, the oxidation and reduction process was happening. When during the oxidation process, the degradation process was happening, and the violet dye components are dispersed from this pure component. Summary of my work: photocatalyst composition. The study focuses on composite photocatalyst made of manganese dioxide, nickel oxide, and graphite carbon nitrate GC3N4. Organic contamination degradations. The primary application is the degradations of organic contaminants, which are often pollutant in water and air. High efficiency. The material demonstrates high efficiency in the breaking down crystal violet organic contaminants. 79.81% indicates the strong photocatalytic properties. The study also explores the study and reusable of manganese dioxide, nickel oxide, GC3N4 photocatalyst. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you. Any questions? Dr. Sarala, where you carried out this work?